All right, we're live. All right, we are live from fucking wherever we are. Where are we?
We're in Croydon.
South Croydon, West Croydon, East Croydon, Central Croydon.
Yeah.
All right, let's fix this camera.
Like,
I don't know
yeah.
what's this thing
It
doing.
needs to be more towards. Yeah, that's it. And then
There we go. All right. Yes. There we go. All right.
there we go.
Oh, look at that. See, that's how I know you've gone live. A little notification pop up. Look, I am going to try and log into the chat. Hopefully, it will let me connect off my phone because I actually have no other way of figuring out whether people are writing anything in the chat at the moment. So we're just going to have to roll with it. We are going to go into straight in deadline day decisions in a second. For people, if you are there, just whacking your comments, smash a like, smash a sub. Alan, what's with this cat?
Well, nobody can see the cat on screen, but he's running around wild. He's just attacking everything. He wants to attack Darius because he's a Man United supporter. So I'm
Doesn't like
pretty
the
surprised
shirt.
he's going to do a surprise attack in a minute. But no, he's sort of going, getting the tree, taking all the decorations off the tree. So my tree currently has no decorations down the bottom. About halfway up it does. And yeah, just investigating everything. But he's still a kitten, so we'll let him off. We'll let him off. This is a little bit wild though. Doing this straight away at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, which don't usually get me up at this time. So
Yeah, this is true. This is
is-
true. Alan's missed the last couple
yeah.
strategic misses.
Strategic misses. Do you know what it was? I just couldn't bear to be on the deadline stream with how rubbish my FPL has been this season. But it's getting better. No, in all seriousness, I just had a lot of stuff going on. But it's nice to be able to jump back on it today. And I'll be on a few more. Definitely be on a few more.
All right, and because it's 9 a.m. in England, it's never too early for a drink.
Why don't you show them what you're actually drinking? Because that looks like water.
We've got the Polish vodka, Zabravka.
Right.
Polish vodka, and it actually comes with its own shot glass,
And
but I don't use that.
And I'm having a Guinness. Well, that's called Creamy Boy. So, cheers. I'm
Cheers.
splitting G, but there is no G, so. That's probably where the G is.
Yep. Oh,
So
mate,
cheers.
you just smoked half the drink.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. You got to gulp it, don't sip it, gulp it.
Oh, mate. So, what are you looking forward to this weekend? How is your team looking?
Do you know what the team's looking all right? Like, I've been a bit quiet on FPL. Like, I had a rubbish week last week. This week I haven't done a transfer. But let's have a look at the team. I think it looks all right. I think that Salah will have a good week. Palmer will have a good week.
Who have you got captain?
Do you know what? Everything in my body tells me to captain Salah.
Same. I've got him. I've got him captain at the moment.
Palmer.
He's a good differential this week. I think most people looked at I watched the Carabao Cup game on Thursday night, and other than the fact that Man United were shit and we're out of the cup, but that Tottenham defense.
Tottenham defense is terrible, but Everton do have a good defense. Everton do have a good defense. So I don't know. I mean, I think I need to just keep it simple because I was trying to be too clever at the start of the season. It's put me right back, and I think maybe just going with a Salah captain might be a good choice because otherwise, if he goes crazy and does like a hat trick,
Chris Wood captain.
Mate, I'm not that brave. I'm not brave for the Woody Woodpecker cap.
I've looked. I don't
know. What do you guys? I'll tell you what. I will do whatever you say. If you guys say Palmer, I'll do Palmer. If you say Salah, I'll do Salah. So I'll let you guys vote.
All right, we'll whack in there. See who.
Do a little poll.
I'll whack a poll in a little bit. So let's have a look at some of the questions that are coming up for today's deadline. Now, Alan, you don't have 8 Nori, do you?
No, never had him.
You've done well because he's been shit. He's been absolutely shit. That's the best way of describing it. He's been bang average. So let's have a look at some of the questions we've got to cover today. So, is Saka still a must?
Yeah, 100%.
Is he though?
Yeah, I think Saka, Palmer, and Salah, they're the three that you need in midfield. And he's so good. Like he's solid. He gets points. Yeah, last week wasn't great,
The
but
week before wasn't great.
yeah, but look, nobody's going to be every single week going to get you double digits, are they? You know,
No,
but
no, this is
you
true.
know
Even Salah only got an assist last
exactly.
week.
You know, so but the thing is, Saka's quality, and he's young. You know, does he get injured a lot?
Well, he's been yellow flagged a few times this year,
But he's played
but
a lot,
not
right?
recently. Recently, no.
No.
Recently,
So
no.
you know, I think those three don't overcomplicate it. Stick with it in midfield. They seem to be pretty solid.
Yeah. Did you see the Mateus Cunha thing at the end of the Ipswich game?
Yeah, when it what kicking off.
Yeah, and then he took the guy's glasses
Yeah, he
off
just took his
head.
glasses off. The
What an
thing,
idiot!
I know. I mean, that whole situation was mad. But would something happen the previous week as well with Bowen at West Ham? It wasn't Cunha. It
Yes,
was
yeah,
someone
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah. West Ham and Wolves, literally at the end of that game,
Yeah,
when we fought El Sacico, if it's a draw, they're probably both getting sacked.
yeah. I think it was just the Wolves. From what I can see, they're just frustrated. You know,
Yeah.
they're just so frustrated, and it's not professional. Like stuff happens in football games. You get annoyed at stuff, but you don't need to be pulling off man's glasses on his face.
Oh,
Some
man.
old man, like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? What's the point?
Nah,
Um,
no good.
you're just acting childish. And I think it just goes to show, like before, obviously before Thingy got the sack, I think that was just that demonstrated what was going on for Wolves. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of ill discipline. Like there's obviously when you've got a strong manager there, people behave themselves and stay in line. They just didn't care. They're just
Yeah,
acting
that's
out
right.
like children, just acting out, just doing what they want.
Yeah.
And then with that interview as well at the end of the game, he separated himself from that team. He was like, you know, them, they, and it's just you can't talk like that. You've got to talk as we. And as soon as I heard that interview, I was like, yeah, like he's done. He's separating himself from them. So
Yeah.
I think they need a good manager to come in, a strong manager. Well, who's the guy that's taken over?
So there's a journeyman. This bloke is like 50 odd years old. He's managed like 10 different clubs. The most notable club he's managed is Corinthians in Brazil, I think. I think Corinthians a Brazilian team. I'm pretty sure they are.
But have they got a lot of Portuguese players, Wolves?
Yeah, they do.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
Because he speaks Portuguese.
But he hasn't really done much. They bought him in from the Saudi league.
Look, I think they just what a lot of the time with these things, they need stability. They need somebody that's going to come in. Like they've got good players. They have got good players. They need someone that's going to come in and create stability, create some discipline, and then they move. Whether he's the guy that's going to take them to heights, who knows? But as long as he can stay with the ship, they'll probably end up binning him off and getting someone else in. Give him a bit of time to find another manager.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it's like any business. It's like a business. So yeah, but Cunha was wild. Cunha's been great. He's got loads of points, but that behaviour the other week, disgusting, disgusting.
It's just joke. City players. What do you think of Man City?
Do you know what I think with Man City? I think it's a case that they're losing their legs a bit. I think
they do. They look old. They look slow.
I think they're losing their legs. You know, Pep's scratching his head, literally scratching his head, thinking what to do. And I don't think it's a tactical thing. I just think it's the players just aren't as quick and on it as they used to be. And then the other side of that, I think these teams, they've won what? They've won 1 in 11, is it, or something?
Yeah.
So I think these other teams now are just looking at them, just going, do you know what? They're not this Goliath that are unbeatable. You know, they're very beatable now. And I think that with these Premier League teams, a lot of it's psychological.
It is.
And I think that a lot of these teams are going in now and going, we can beat these guys. They're going in with confidence. They're playing. They're not playing with fear. They're not worrying about messing up a pass. I think they're just going for it. And actually, they're just exposing it for Man City. And the more that happens, the more it affects Man City's psyche, because then they start to think, oh God, what are we doing? Are we rubbish? Like all these things that are going in their head. And as much as Pep's saying, look, we just stick to the plan, keep doing what we're doing, not getting the results, and that's what it's about. So, but look, Pep's the best manager in the world. You know, he's incredible, and they've got incredible players. I think that they'll Christmas time take some time out, and I think they'll come back in the new year, start winning a few games, and they'll get back to it. But they've lost the league now. They're not going to win.
Oh no chance.
You know.
Did you know that the ironic thing is is that since Man United have sacked Eric Ten Hag, Pep Guardiola's won one game. He has become the new Eric Ten Hag.
Do you know what? I think he looks like I think if you and Mo Salah had a love child, that would be the Man United manager. On that note, I'm going to the toilet.
All right, man. So yeah, Man City players, man, I think they're cooked. Actually, last night I was out for my partner's. She's having a 30th birthday. Was it back in like November? But she had a 30th party last night in Hornchurch, and I helped some FPL managers there that were in dire need of some help with their teams. And look, it was one of them things where uh, we sat there and I was looking at their teams, and the two teams I looked at both still have Erling Haaland. And for me, I'm sitting there and I'm going, well, Erling Haaland is like quite a good differential now, to be fair. Post the Aston Villa game, I actually think that there is a strong likelihood that Haaland is actually not a bad shout for the next few weeks. He might even be better than a sucker from Arsenal over the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Man City's fixture run from here actually doesn't look too bad on paper. And there is a chance there that he goes nuclear in some of these games. I mean, he's got Leicester and Ipswich, two of the next 4 or 5 games after the Aston Villa game. Aston Villa's defense isn't the best either. So I don't mind it. And for a few teams like last night, one I transferred him out, but another one I just kept him because I actually think that the way this other team looked that I was trying to sort out, I think he's worth going with for the next 5 weeks if you've still got him. Like if you've held him to this point in the season, you might as well keep holding him moving forward because it doesn't make any sense to get rid of him. And I think that that's probably the right play moving forward. Now, in terms of which forward to bring in, I think it's got to be Isaac. Isaac is a man in form. He's not a yellow card risk. I think he definitely is the best forward to be bringing in, especially if you're still transferring Haaland out, which, I mean, no one should be transferring him out by now because you should have him gone from your team. If you're a live FPL manager and you're still having him in your team, it doesn't make any sense why you would still keep him. That's the best way I can describe it. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Uh, do you think Watkins will start? The answer is I actually don't know. I mean, he didn't start last week. Duran started against Man City. I would expect Watkins to be back in from the start. I just think he's likely to. He's their best player, right? Like, still in terms of their forward line, I think that he's likely to start. If you've got Watkins, I probably wouldn't move him on. They've got a nice couple of fixtures after the Man City game, but I don't know. If you haven't got Isaac, you haven't got Jackson. That's who I've got in my starting in my team, and I think that realistically is where they should be. That's where you should be going to. If you're not there yet, it's definitely somewhere you should be going to. And yeah, that's all I have to say on that one. In terms of the other forwards, now the Woody Woodpecker, I think, is a realistic option to bring back in now. Alan, who's hopefully going to be back in a minute, I think he's just gone to the toilet, or he's probably getting himself another drink. He has Chris the Woody Woodpecker in, and I like having the Woodpecker because everyone loves the old Woody Woodpecker and getting you some wood. So I'm hoping that back as a realistic option. João Pedro hasn't been performing, and I've like looked at the data and thought that potentially it's going to turn around. Like Brighton aren't, they just haven't been in form. Like the last 4 weeks, Brighton have had what should have been the easiest run of fixtures ever, and none of their players have returned. I mean, I think João Pedro's got 1 assist in the last 4 weeks, which isn't realistically from the 4 fixtures they had. They've had Southampton, Leicester, Fulham, and I think Bournemouth. That's 4 games that should have been won. Not one win in those 4 games. Not one clean sheet in those 4 games, which is why Verbruggen is dropping to the bench today and Fabianski's coming in and goal. And also because of the fact that I'm sitting in the West Ham home section, I can't be sitting there barracking for Brighton players to score if I'm going there as a West Ham fan. So, yeah, that's the other reason behind it. But, yeah, I think I don't really like anyone else other than the Chris Wood at that lower option. I think he's definitely the best at 6.6. I don't really like any of the rest. I think Rasmus Højlund still is potential option at 6.9, but it'd be too risky to go there with the way Amarin's changing his team around. Cunha and Semenyo to Raul and Jota. Okay. Well, what I would say to that, Semenyo's already dropped in price, so I'd probably be holding there. Cunha at the moment, as of right now, the FA still have not banned him. I'm going to double check that and just make sure I'm not talking absolute waffle. but I'm pretty confident the last time I checked that Cunha has not been banned yet. So we'll just have a quick look, just check that it hasn't come out. Kane, England, nothing about Cunha being banned. I would suggest if Cunha hasn't been banned by now, he's likely to be banned after the Sunday fixture. So I think for this week, I think I would hold Cunha. I think that's the best advice I can give there. Hold Cunha this week. I wouldn't do that move. Raul Jimenez obviously looks really nice against Southampton at home, but God knows what they're going to be like. They could either roll over and lose 5-0, or they might actually put up a good fight against Fulham. So it's a bit of a weird one. But you would think Raul Jimenez starts. The only concern I've got there is the minutes risk in terms of how many minutes he's going to be starting over the festive fixtures. Keep Saka or sell him for Ahmad. Now, okay, yep, I'll fix that. So, yeah, unfortunately, we are not at home, so I have to have the mic a little bit closer. So I will try and hold it for when we're here. Hopefully that makes it a bit better. Yeah, it would be fun. I would agree. It would be fun, 100%. But yeah, Saka, I looked at it. So this week when I did my wildcard draft, I actually looked at like not having Saka and what it would mean for the rest of my team. The only thing I would say is that it then allows you to bring in a more expensive defender or another more expensive forward. And I think realistically, neither of them sound that good. Like I think that Saka, realistically, when I look at my team and I thought, if I get rid of Saka and I bring in I was trying to work out who I'd even bring Saka in for, like Saka out for, because obviously I bought in Ahmad for Matoma. I'm not sure who I would go to at the moment if I got rid of Saka. I mean, if Man City were in a good, and like, it's really interesting. Phil Foden is definitely not a recommend, but the underlying data for Phil Foden at the moment suggests that the assists are likely to come any second. But at the moment, they're not. Realistically, that could be a good transfer to free up some money, but it's not at the moment because of the fact we just don't know what's going to happen in regards to whether Phil Foden's actually going to start playing well or not well. Oh, mate, Woody Woodpecker has been the shout all season long. He is 100% been. He's definitely the player of the season, and I really love his fixtures. We'll analyze them in a little bit when we flick over to the thing, and hopefully this cat stops wobbling the camera around.
What's he doing?
The cat is leaving the building. All right, Alan's back. We have to hold this up. Apparently, the volume is a little bit off.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't turn it up on there?
Nah, because it's because of the way it's angled. Normally, when I have it, it's like right here.
Right in your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. I think hopefully the camera has stabilized itself. Let's have a look. It's looking pretty good.
You just can't see me. Yeah, look. Turn around on me a bit more.
Oh yeah, that's actually my voice is cracking because of the fact I've been out all night. It's not actually the microphone that's making my voice crack. Alan, talk. I think your voice should be fine.
Buongiorno. Here you go. Use that for your phone.
Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, now we can actually see what's going on. All right, lovely. All right, very good. All right, so yeah, we're just talking shit then about getting rid of Saka.
Yeah, I don't look, do whatever you want. I think get rid of Saka if you want, but I just think he's a quality player. I mean, he can probably free up some funds though. But who would you go for in midfield? Like what about a Sarr from Palace?
Mate, this cat is jokes. It's just looking at us pouring the window because we kicked it out because it was mucking around with the thing. Yeah, Alan he's a born to be Palace fan.
Born again Palace fan. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe Sarr. Who else? Who else do you think midfield could be a good shout?
Well, Enzo and Ahmad has been the debate all week. So many people bought in Enzo. Enzo was the most popular transfer in last week. This week it's Ahmad.
Do you fit Enzo because of the run of fixtures Chelsea have?
Yeah, it's a sea of green, isn't it?
Yeah. And they look great. They look great. I mean, it's like everything I said. With the money they're spending, they'll come good. You can't not come good with that amount of money. It's exactly the same as when Roman come in. Literally just buying the title. Just takes a bit of time.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, I think Enzo's good. maybe some differentials. What differentials?
Well, Awobi's obviously got Southampton straight off the bat.
Yeah.
I've liked him, but the underlying data for Awobi suggests that he is not the pick. Like his expected goals, expected assists is way below some of these other cheaper options. But I quite like Sarr. Like Sarr's massive points haul last week. It must have been good watching him as a Palace fan.
Well, the thing is, Eze is injured.
Yeah, yeah, that lowers the quality of the Palace assets this week, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't take that thing seriously. It's just sitting there. It's like it's pulled this bauble off the Christmas tree and it's just pouring it.
What, another one?
Pouring the shit out of it.
He's taken another one off.
I think so.
I'm literally going to have the star left at the top of the tree.
All the bottom decorations have been destroyed.
Yeah, there is no bottom decorations. Shall I turn it around so they can see? So they can see on the camera?
Nah, leave it. No one wants to see that tree.
No one wants to see that tree. Yeah, it's pretty ratty. What do you think about João Pedro this week?
I don't know. I'm benching him. He's been on my bench He's been on my bench, I think, every week I've had him.
Yeah.
Even for that 12-pointer, he was on my bench. But that's because the other forward 7 just looked better on paper.
What do you think I should do in my team this week then, Darius?
Right, we're going to get to that in a minute. But which combination of forwards defenders do you do? Now, you've got Anthony Robinson and David Raya in goal.
Yeah.
So you've gone half premium, half sort of cheap. What do you reckon the best play is moving forward? Because I've only obviously got Drury and Timber. I am looking at bringing in Allison next week.
Yeah, I was going to say
after the Tottenham game. Not bringing him in before Tottenham because
I would say
I think
Allison,
Tottenham score.
I would say Allison's key. Like if I was to do it again, I'd have Allison. Definitely. I think he's your best Liverpool defender.
Yeah. It just saves, like, Liverpool do concede chances, but like Allison's probably the best one-on-one keeper in the world.
Yeah, I'd say Allison. And then with defender, what's the other option?
Well, do you pay up for like a Gabriel, a Saliba, a Trent, Van Dijk? I don't think Trent's worth the money. So many people bought in Trent Alexander-Arnold last week. It made no sense to me at all. 7 million for a defender just seems wrong in this season, where there's no clean sheets.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And like I was doing the math earlier in the week, and Trent Alexander-Arnold actually has less assists than almost every one of my defenders except Colwill. And all my defenders are like 4.5 and below.
Yeah.
Well, they started at 4.5 and below.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just think Allison. I think Allison's the one you want to go for.
Yeah.
What about Robinson from Fulham?
I've got him. I bought him in. 8 Nori replacement this week, baby.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. So I looked at it and I was going to move him in on Saturday night, right? And I looked at Munoz because Munoz played on Sunday last week.
I think Munoz wait till game week 90.
Yeah. But he played last week, right, on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And he got the 5th yellow card. So I'm glad I didn't move for him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I got Anthony Robinson, who rose in price. Looks like he's likely to rise in price again after the deadline tonight. I think he's scheduled to rise here. Hold on. So he's at the top of the list. He's about to make me 0.1 million in a week.
Perfect.
So he's gone up 0.2. Probably.
How does all that work then?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how accurate this is. Live FPL is better for price ranks. It's normally a lot more accurate. This gives you a good indication though, and it's free. So that's what I do. So that's why I moved for Ahmad last night, because I saw Ahmad was about to rise again. I was like, I'm either bringing him in at 5.2 because I missed him earlier in the week when I was on the plane.
Yeah.
Which was disappointing. But yeah, so I think that's definitely the right play there. What else we got here? So I personally think that you target the cheap defenders. But I'm not interested. I looked at Gabriel this week because when I moved to Ahmad, I could bring in Gabriel for like a Colwill. But I actually think the better pick, if you wanted to go down the route of Gabriel, is to get him Milinkovic from Nottingham Forest. 4.6, does the exact same shit, has the same attacking numbers as Gabriel for the season.
Yeah, I mean, will he continue though? Will he be consistent?
Well, they're about to get a nicer run of fixtures in terms of defensive numbers, in terms of keeping a clean sheet.
I'd probably stick with a Gabriel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd probably stick with a Gabriel. I mean, I think the difference it's those differentials.
Yeah.
Like you were saying about Ahmad before.
Mhm.
Before you were saying Ahmad, and a lot of people like didn't really jump on him, but you know you did, and other people that did are benefiting, and that's how you win FPL. You've got to see stuff before other people do. I think Gabriel's a safer bet, but look, I think your podcast and what you're doing is giving these nuggets. So I think people should jump on some of them things because you know everyone else will stick with your Gabriels and all those basic things. Look outside the box because if it pays off for you, you're going to fly up. And then once you start to get, would you say once you get in that 300k, then any little gains that you make within that, that's when you really start rocketing up because
Yeah.
it's quick, isn't it?
It's hard. Like when you like, because obviously I've been in like side the top 200,000 pretty much since I think game week 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Trying to get into like the top 10,000 teams worldwide, it's hard work, man.
Yeah.
Like you're literally looking for like the smallest differential. Like you're sitting there. So for this week example, I'm hoping that Crystal Palace score a goal.
Yeah.
Because even though I've got Timber in my defence, I know a lot of people are rocking double Arsenal defence.
Yeah.
So if Crystal Palace score a goal, my rank is highly likely to go upwards because I'm betting against the Arsenal defence.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. Like, I looked at like my team, and like obviously I'm playing Jackson and Isaac. Not many people can afford to have Jackson and Isaac in their team,
No.
but I've just sailed over 106 million team value this week. Like
That's a lot.
I looked at your team and it's about 103.
Yeah.
Like that's an extra 3 million. That's the difference between having a Burgess on bench
Yeah.
and a Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend that. But that's what I would say.
But that just goes to show as
Morning,
well.
buddy.
When you're playing the game, you need to look at not just the people that you're bringing in because you think they're going to get points. You need to be looking at them price rises because actually those price rises, those strategic moves are going to get you more money for later on in the game.
I'm rocking double Fulham defense. Now, this is interesting. So in the press conferences yesterday, it was Friday yesterday. Yep. Just checking.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So the Fulham manager, what's his name, Silva, came out and said that Tete is out for like the next 10 weeks, and he plays right back.
Yeah.
So Anthony Robinson's on the left, he's on the right. He's gone.
Awobi and Robinson.
Nah, so it was Tete.
Yeah.
But now Tete's gone, so Castagna is going to come in to the Fulham defense. You would think he's a right back. He played there last season. He does get attacking returns. He only costs 4.2 million.
Wow.
He's a great entry. I actually think that if we'd known this earlier in the week, the actual transfer was Castagna over Robinson because he's 0.6 million cheaper.
So, yeah, but this is the great thing about the deadline stream because people that haven't made their moves could jump on him.
That's who I'd go. If you're making the decision today, Fulham defender, it's Castagna. And Anderson looks like he's almost going to be fit as well, potentially. He's still yellow flagged, but he was spotted in training, which makes me think that he'll probably start against Southampton.
But he's an injury risk, don't you think?
Yeah, he is an injury risk, 100%. Yeah, he bought in Castagna instead of for Aït-Nouri.
Nice.
So instead of Aït-Nouri, I got in Robinson in one of my 2 free transfers. So I had 3 this week, and I've made 2.
Yeah.
So I've got rid of Matoma because I'm backing the West Ham team today. I'm going there, and I'm going to be like, come on, West Ham, keep a clean sheet. Which means I want João Pedro to blank. It's probably going to go one way. We'll probably go there, and Brighton will win 4-0.
Yeah, that's what
Matoma
we need.
will get a brace. Matoma will get a brace just to burn me because I've held him for the last 3 weeks.
I need Brighton to go there and get a big win. I need some serious points this week. Where am I anyway? Where am I in the league?
We'll have a look at that in a second. But the last thing we need to check in is the Enzo versus Ahmad debate. So I'm all team Ahmad.
Well, of course you are, because you're Man United. I'm going to go Enzo because I used to support Chelsea. Like, I think it's I don't know. Ahmad reminds me a bit of Saka.
He's quality, man. Every time he gets the ball, I get excited. I'm sitting there, I'm on the edge of my seat going,
and he's young.
Here comes Salmon. Yeah, he's quality.
Love
him.
I think it's a much of a muchness. I think I'd probably go Enzo.
Fair.
But then again, you're top 20k in FPL, and I'm like 4 million or something like that. So
there is a price difference now. So if you're buying him right now, Ahmad's going to cost you 5.3 now.
Yeah, but it's nothing when you consider your Palmers and Salahs and stuff like that.
You know what shits me most is that he was at 4.9 when I bought him Matoma. And Matoma's done nothing. The Matoma's done nothing the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, but you were banging on about it.
And realistically, I said I wanted to see that Ahmad was going to have a starting role under Amarin. So I've waited until now, and it's cost me 0.3 more. And Ahmad, if I'd had him the last 3 weeks and started him as I would have instead of Matoma, I'd probably be inside the top 10,000.
Yeah, but
that's very hindsighty, but
yeah,
it's definitely something that could
straight
happen.
hindsight. This is why FPL is bad for your mental health, people, right? Because it will lead you into, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Look, you done what you thought was right at the time, so you can't sweat it. It's a game. Remember that. It's a game, people. Don't stress yourselves out.
You're right, Ahmad. I'm definitely loving having Ahmad. I don't even give a shit if he blanks against Bournemouth on the weekend. I'll still love him.
Yeah,
He's
because-
starting. He's 100% starting because he was benched against Tottenham. The reserves played against Tottenham. Anthony will be back on the bench and probably not coming on.
Yeah. God, I can't stand.
Hindsight merchant, 100%.
I can't stand Anthony.
Oh, mate, he's a joke of a footballer. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of shit signings. There will never be a shitter signing.
You're savage, right? I'm getting another drink.
Never shitter signing. Captaincy decision. All right. So last week, Amit overtook me. He's now second in the league
Right.
because he captained Isaac last week. And I saw it and I was like, going, that's a good captaincy choice. But do you captain him again this week? He's just asking this question. Would you captain him again this week?
Who are they playing?
They've got Ipswich away. Oh, it sounds pretty good.
That does sound good.
It does.
See, do you know what? That's got me thinking.
You've got Isaac.
Why don't
haven't
we
you?
do a
Do you
poll?
have Isaac?
Yeah. Why don't we do a poll? Why
I
don't
don't
we do
think
a
you had
poll?
Isaac. Oh, you do.
Why
You
don't we
do,
do
yeah.
a poll for Isaac, Salah, Palmer, and Wood?
Yep. I like Wood. I actually like Wood as a real differential captain. Let's have a whack it in here.
That could be cool. See what people think.
I actually don't mind Cole Palmer as well. I actually think Palmer he had an average game last week, but the data was still there saying that he should have returned, but he just didn't.
Yeah.
Wood.
Look, the data, you've got to go with the data. I would say 100% you've got to go with the data, but the data isn't everything.
No, it
You
isn't.
know, you need to, because you need to be looking, you need to watch it. You need to watch the games, like watch Match of the Day or whatever, and get a feeling for what you think is going to happen.
The only reason why I like Salah this week is because of the fact that they're playing against Tottenham, and I watched Tottenham against Man United, and they give away stupid goals, like stupid freebie goals. Best way of describing it, really. All right, so explain. All right, if you're not captain Salah, then you'll lose 0.5 point for every 1 point he scores. That's right. Yeah. So like Ahmed's like done the numbers on like last week. So he captained Isaac, right? And every point that Palmer got was going to drop him so much rank. But Palmer obviously only got 3 points. So in reality, it didn't drop him anything.
Oh,
he got
see.
Isaac captain.
Yeah.
So like last week it paid off. Like a massive differential captain.
Yeah.
Even if you compare Isaac last week to Salah, he still got 6 points more. That's an extra 6 points you got to your team if you captain Isaac instead of Salah last week.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to work as well this week. Realistically, it might. I mean, like Ipswich, though, I think they're a better team than Leicester. Leicester have conceded. Here's a good stat for you. Whoever's playing Leicester, they have conceded 70 shots in the time Ruud van Nistelrooy has been in charge, which is 3 games. They've conceded 70 shots in 3 games. That's a lot of shots.
What?
That's like
what?
That's like Man United under Eric Ten Hag last
but
year when
why?
they were conceding 20 shots every game.
Yeah, but why is that? Because they're just going for attacking.
I'm not sure. They just look really shit defensively.
I'm confused. Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I can't believe we're doing this at 9:35.
9:35 in the morning, man. Jesus Christ. I'm going to whack that back down there because my arm's getting sore. We're just going to talk
Might
a bit
have
louder.
something for that.
Oh, yeah.
Have something.
Little carry-on baggage.
Let me. Oh no, I haven't. It's hooked up on mine. Let me just go into the other room and see if I've got. What are you laughing at?
He just said, I scrolled through Leicester forums for 2 hours yesterday. Why the hell did I do that?
Wow.
You wanted to know whether you could trust them, whether you can bring in any of their assets. All right, so let's get into the teams this week, and I'm going to start sharing some screens now because we've covered the deadline questions. We're going to keep covering them, but we are going to flick to what the hell my team looks like in a second. Bear with me. This might look like a weird transition. All right. Oh, get rid of that. There we go. All right, that's my starting lineup for this week. Yeah, 100%. I think it's definitely a must-win game. The Leicester fixture just looks, but it's weird because aren't Wolves playing Leicester this week? Shit, who is playing Leicester this week? Hold on, let me have a look at the fixtures. All right, look how bad that transition is. That transition is so bad. I don't even know what I was doing there. Leicester, who have they got? Oh, Wolves. That's why you keep Cunha this week. If Cunha hasn't been banned yet, I think he's 100% you keep. Oh, mate, yeah, 1 week punt. Yeah, it's playing Cunha or Jackson. Currently, Jackson is. Yep. Hold on, let me have a look at your team. I want to have a look it up. Bring it up. Let's have a look. All right. So, where's the league? View. All right, that's Alan's team. By the way, everyone that's wondering what Alan's team looks like, that is what he's got. It's pretty shit. He's not in the room. It's pretty shit lineup.
Oh shit! What are you talking about?
I just pulled your team up and I was like,
you're muggy. Oh, he's not in the room.
Alan-
It's pretty shit.
Alan's making no transfers this week. He's rolling his one free transfer.
Is this my team?
This is your
my
team.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
Poniesville.
Mate, it's there's a reason why you've only scored how many points for the season? 930. Well, you're over 900. Not bad. You're only 100 points behind.
Yeah, but 100 points, yeah, is pretty much Haaland. That's Haaland. That was the hat trick.
How long did you hold him for?
No, that was the hat trick.
When did you sell him though out of the team?
Oh, look, well, not that long ago.
It was after I sold him, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your problem.
You're the problem.
You're
you're the problem.
You're jumping on these things too late.
All right, so go on. What should I do? All right, Clever Cogs, what should I do then this week?
All right, let's have a look.
I don't even know why I'm on this podcast because it's like, it's like you know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just along for the ride. Like, right, go on, show me them.
I don't mind your team this week. I think double Liverpool defense is problematic this week against Tottenham.
Yeah,
I
suppose. And also,
but who would you play instead? So you've got Greaves. Greaves has got Newcastle, so no chances. Justin has got Wolves. Now, I think I'd probably play Justin instead of Gomez this week.
Yeah.
And I'd rock Dunk. Did he play last week? Did Dunk play? Oh, he did. But Brighton conceded 4 goals, didn't they? They lost to Palace, didn't they? Yeah. Oh, okay, right. I think Dunk plays. Did he play last week? Or he just got 0 points because he was shit.
Yeah.
Brighton was shit last week. That's why I've sold my Brighton assets. They're hard to watch. He had 0.21 expected goals last week, Lewis Dunk.
Yeah.
Should have scored. That's a pretty good chance for a defender. Yeah, I think this week the only change I would do is I think I'd even start Rodgers instead of João Pedro,
You're fuck.
Nah, well,
old language.
City have not been good.
Right? Yeah, but Rodgers,
he plays 90 minutes. If Aston Villa are going to score.
Are you trying to sabotage me here?
No, I'm not, honestly not. We're going to West Ham today. We're not going for João Pedro.
No, that's why you don't want it.
That's why, but I'm benching João Pedro.
So you feel I should do?
I reckon. Actually, I look at your team now, and I'm like going, how much money you got in the bank?
Similar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was. He had 0.22 expected goals in the last game.
0.2.
Yeah. So he's a threat at set pieces. West Ham though, they're a weird defense, man. I don't even know why I'm playing. Fabianski over Bruggen. Who goes in the lineup tonight? Let me know, Amit. Have I got it right? Am I playing Fabianski over Bruggen? I think Fabianski makes more saves than Verbruggen. I feel like they're both not likely to keep a clean sheet. I think there'll be goals today. We'll see goals. We're probably going to be 0-0, and we'll be like, "What is this piss?"
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Like, I mean, maybe I might change.
Start him. Amit says start Dunk.
Start Dunk, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I would start Justin over Gomez though. Tottenham score.
yeah.
Well, I think so. Dominic Solanke won't score.
Okay,
Dominic Solanke probably scores a hat trick tonight
yeah. So who's
because Tottenham is
against,
shit, and
who's
then next
against,
week they play Southampton and
who's
probably
against
lose.
Leicester?
No, they didn't play Southampton. They play someone else shit. They'll play Wolves next week, I think, and they'll probably lose.
Right.
That'll be the new manager bounce over Tottenham, out of the relegation zone, and they'll beat Liverpool. You heard it here first.
You're wild.
I reckon Liverpool will do a loss.
Yeah, but against who? I reckon against Chelsea
Yeah,
when
probably.
they play them.
Yeah, fair.
And that's why I think it'll be a big game like that. I mean, Tottenham ain't gonna beat Liverpool, are they?
Nah, you wouldn't have thought so. You wouldn't have thought so.
They won't. They won't. Tottenham are fucking shit. They are so shit.
Have you been doing FPL challenge now? I saw a couple of weeks ago you just died in
Mate,
the ass.
I've been so distracted with other stuff. That's why I've not been on the podcast. That's why I've just been doing other stuff. So I've been really distracted. So I've not really been paying that much attention.
So for anyone watching, Alan has quit his job and he's starting his own business.
Yeah.
And he's going to employ me when I go on my sabbatical back to the UK for a year.
Mate, 100%. I'll get you a job. 100%. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So I've been really busy, but that's all starting in Jan. So I'll be able to jump on this a bit more, which will be
And
cool.
he's going to be in a studio. Well,
no, we
had a room?
we got a different office now.
Oh.
We did have a podcast room. We did it in the other office we were going for, but it's fine. Like we'll just we'll figure it out. We'll set it up in our office.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
I like it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
When do you move into the office?
Jan.
When?
January well, we can get from any time in Jan, really.
So you're going to be in there before I leave?
Yeah. Well, when do you
I've
leave?
got to come and check it out.
Yeah. When do you? It's only
12th of Jan.
Yeah, come and check it out. It's only I want to come and check it out.
Mint.
Mate, come and check
We
it
are
out.
there.
It'll be awesome.
We are there. Did you know that there is another deadline on Boxing Day?
Oh, just behave yourself. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, look, we could do another Boxing Day deadline if you want.
We'll do 9:30 instead.
What, you want to do it down here?
We'll do it somewhere.
Well, yeah, you can come down here.
Yeah.
Come
That works best. Now I don't have to be quiet.
Yeah, you can come down
I've
here.
been making these videos this week and people keep complaining about the bike. I'm like, God, mate, I'm sitting there making these at 5:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Everyone else is asleep and like it's in England, so the rooms are very close to each other. I'm like, I'm trying to talk as loudly as I can.
And do you know what? You have been very quiet in your things. I'm like, that doesn't sound like you because just so you don't like, if anyone doesn't know, Darius is incredibly loud. He's like a foghorn.
You hear me coming?
Yeah, you're like, rah!
The Stretford ends are rising tomorrow, baby.
Yeah.
The D unit is back.
Yeah. Yeah, you're very loud. You're very loud. Right, I'm gonna have a quick snout.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so let's have a look at FPL Challenge this week. Well, no one is here for FPL Challenge, but we're going to show this shit anyway. So, hold on. I'm going to flick there right here. All right, so it is double points for players playing at home. Now, you can have an unlimited budget this week in FPL Challenge. However, I've gone with a boatload of differentials this week for FPL Challenge that I think are the correct options. So, you can see here, I'm heavily favouring United to beat Bournemouth at home. I've got 5 United players out of 9 players here in FPL Challenge. I've got Dallo in defence, Anana in goal. Bruno Fernandes is my captain in this game. I'm expecting assists and goals in the Bournemouth game. I think that Ahmad at 5.2, he's now 5.3, FYI. If you're buying him now, he's going to cost you slightly more than what's showing on this screen. I'm not sure why it's saying it's 5.2 still. And then Rasmus Højlund, I think, starts up front as well. All right, who should your captain are in? Who have you got? Who's in your team? Who are your options? Let us know. Are you in the league? Salah, Palmer, Saka. I'm captaining Salah based on the fact that I watched Tottenham in the Carabao Cup against Man United and they were shit defensively. Mo Salah, you would think, is a lock to get a big return there. So I've got Salah captain. I did look at Palmer. Saka was not an option for me. I think Crystal Palace actually defend quite well. I can't see Arsenal scoring multiple goals against them. Cole Palmer also looks nice though, but Everton's defensive data suggests that they're the 7th best defense in the league. So I'm not sure how many goals Chelsea will score. I expect Chelsea to win. I just don't think they're going to score that many goals, whereas Tottenham concede goals for fun, and I feel like Liverpool will tear them apart. So Salah captain for me. I actually think that the next best captain choice outside of Mo Salah this week is actually Isaac. Yeah. Oi, Ange Postecoglou, he, he, he just wants to entertain. I heard him after the Man United Man United Tottenham game the other night, and he goes, it's a good watch. I like to entertain. It's something along those lines. He didn't say those exact words, but it was something similar to that. Yeah. For me, it's Salah captain. I know it's a bit of a boring pick, but like so many other people are going to be captaining him, and Tottenham's defense are just shit. So like for me, it makes most sense. I think Isaac probably. I need to change my vice captain actually because I think Isaac's probably the next best pick outside of Mo Salah. I feel like he's better than Cole Palmer this week. Ipswich away, just let's make him vice captain. There we go. Save that. I think he's the second best pick this week. And if I was a bit more game, I'd probably make Isaac captain. I just think that Salah looks the best on paper. He's not considering it. It's well jokes. He does not consider this. He's like, nah, we're going to play Ange ball. Yeah, that's it. That's how he is. He's so adamant that that's what he's going to do moving forward. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Yeah. So good. No one's got any updates on Cunha, by the way, at the moment, as of speaking. Yeah, that's right. Tottenham's high line means that Mo Salah is going to get so many good looks at goal. Like, he's just going to sit there and I can just see him, like, because Tottenham's left back is. I don't even know if you doggy's going to be fit for this game. If you doggy's not fit for this game, Mo Salah is going to be playing against Archie Gray and probably just tearing him a new one, just putting him on his ass every time he goes forward. That's what I would think anyway. I think Jackson actually is a sneaky bet to get a good return this week. I think Enzo blanks this week. I think that's why I preferred Ahmad over Enzo. I looked at like the fixture and Everton actually defend fairly well. Dyche ball is actually not too bad. Like it's they defend actually quite well for a team that ain't in the thing. Mate, this Polish vodka, I forgot how good Polish vodka is. In Australia, this costs too much money to like buy. But over here, for like 16 quid for a 700 ml bottle, I was giving them a free shout out on the stream, but like that is quality vodka. And the best thing about this is that normally it has a piece of grass in it. This one doesn't seem to have a piece of grass in it, which is weird. Normally it always comes with a piece of grass because it's like bison fed vodka. Don't even know why I'm waffling about that, but it seems like a good idea to waffle it. Imagine Darwin Jota chasing and stressing at events, huh? Yeah, he's always there. He just materializes. He sits there, does nothing, and then all of a sudden you see Mo Salah go in. Tottenham probably give away a penalty in this game as well, which means Mo Salah will get a penalty. I just feel like the way they defend, it's so calamitous that they're likely to give away chances that are just freebies for Mo Salah. He's just going to sit there and just gobble them all up. Yeah, buy some Fed vodka. Yeah. It's on the I don't even know if you can see this, but like it's literally the bison feast on the grass, and they pull the grass out and they put it in the vodka and they make the vodka. That's that's what I got told anyway. I went to Poland and I went on this food tour, and I'm sure that's what they said. And they gave us an actual shot of this vodka by itself, and they say it tastes slightly different to everyone. I actually just really like it. Yeah, 100%. It's all about analyzing what are the probabilities in life. The probabilities at the moment is that I'm pouring myself a drink and it's probably going to taste quite nice. And Alan's got MIA on me. Oh, mate. I think probably both. Probably probably eats the grass, then it shits on it, and then it curates it into the vodka. It tastes. That's why it tastes like piss. Um, I reckon that's what it is anyway. Next week. So I have 2 free transfers for next week at the moment. And like my number 1 transfer for next week, where is my transfers tab? I think it's here. Yeah. So my next transfer, so I've still got 1 free transfer at the moment. I'm going to roll it this week because I don't like Allison at home away at Tottenham. But I think next week that's the transfer I make. But Bruggen leaves. And I think Allison comes in. Because I really want to get triple up Liverpool for the double game week. And that still leaves me with 0.4 in the bank. I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do with 0.4. Like, part of me wants to get Chris Wood, but I can only get João Pedro up to a 6 million rated forward. And that's the place where I'm most likely to spend the money. Either that or I just hold the money for the foreseeable future. That's the only transfer I want to make. And maybe I get rid of Colwill for a Munoz next week. I reckon that's the move. Where's Munoz? Because I did like the math, and like Kirkes probably starts the next couple of weeks. Like I probably bench Hall the next couple of weeks. Kirkes comes in, and then it's Timber, Robinson, and either Munoz or Kirkes moving forward the next few weeks. I reckon that's the team I'm going to go with next week, and then I roll that team for maybe the next 4 or 5 weeks, depending on whether there's any injuries or not. If there's no injuries, I'm definitely rolling with that. Oh, yeah, let's have a look. All right. Let's have a look. So he's rocking double defense this week. Let's have a look at the leagues. Where are we? All right. Let's go back. We've looked at Alan's team. He's going to bring in Justin for Gomez, and I reckon you're ready to go.
All right.
And I reckon bench João Pedro for Rodgers. Does Alan bench João Pedro for Rodgers?
I just, do you know what? João Pedro hasn't really.
That's Alan's team. Just FYI, have a quick look.
He hasn't really got me that many points. So I really want him to go ham on West Ham.
Yeah, I know. Look at him. Let's have a look at his stats the last few weeks. So João Pedro, he's sat on my bench since game week 12.
Yeah.
I think I played him in game week 14, to be fair.
So he's not got a lot of.
He's done nothing.
No, he's not done.
He's done nothing.
But
the expected numbers are there.
But he's due. That's what I mean. He's due.
He is due. I mean, the expected numbers are pretty good. Like last 2 weeks, 0.28 is nothing to write home about. But like you would think if you have that over 2 game weeks, that you're likely to get something.
Rodgers will Hall, I believe. Who says that?
That's Ahmet. He's pretty good value.
Amet's
he's above me in the league.
Amet's on it, mate.
I reckon. Well, if you look at Rodgers' numbers,
you know what? I'm going with you, Ahmet. I'm going with you. If that's what you say.
I'd play him over João Pedro. Look at his numbers the last few weeks. 0.72 against Southampton.
All right. So you think? What about Semedo?
I'd play Semenyo. No. Oh, I don't know. They're playing Man United. Hold on. I don't know. Who does he bench out of João Pedro, Semenyo, and Rodgers? Which one ends on the bench? That is the question.
I know. I just feel that Pedro's going to do it.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling. I feel like today, because I'm benching for Bruggen, Brighton keep a clean sheet and they win. And I'll be like, why the hell did I get... And Matoma will score. Matoma will appear out of the left wing position. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays on the right. And Wan-Bissaka will defend Matoma better than any other defender that West Ham have got. Yeah. So, like, I'm more confident in the fact that Matoma will probably blank because he's coming up against Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka is probably one of the best one-on-one defenders in the league.
Yeah.
He was always good at that at Man United. He just looks shit offensively. And then he leaves Man United, scores 2 goals in 2 games. Like, what do you mean? I don't even remember him scoring for Man United the entire time he played. I think he scored 1 goal and it was just pure fluke.
What I might do is I might put Semedo on the bench. I might bring in Rodgers because then that way, if we're watching the game, I won't feel terrible either way.
Yeah.
I've got both of them.
I love this comment. He's a light-skinned number 10 and City didn't believe in him. So he's coming back to make Pep even bolder.
Love that.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah. That's brilliant. Right, so what are we saying? What shall I do then?
All right, so who does he bench? João Pedro, Rodgers, Semenyo. It's out of those 3.
I think Semenyo.
I think you'd be right, man.
And you think Justin for Gomez?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think you want to be rocking double Liverpool defense.
Yeah.
Gomez has no attacking threat.
All right.
Like he's just in the team. He's either getting 6 points for a clean sheet or he's getting 2 or
All
1.
right. So lock that in.
All right, Semenyo starts on the bench, he reckons. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
do
locking it in. Oh, play the fantasy challenge.
See? That's why. How do you not do it? It gives you a
Yeah,
reminder
because
every time you're
because I'm
looking
not.
the team.
If I'm not bothered. That's why.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
That's fair.
I will do it this week. All right. Well, that's my team. That's my team locked in. That's my team locked in. I think.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So I've got Raya in goal.
Yep.
Justin, Robertson, and Dunk. Then Saka, Palmer, Salah, and Rogers, and then Wood, Isaac, and Pedro.
Oh, so hold on. So he's starting Justin because he's not making a transfer this week. So he's literally. Hold on. I'll just pull up your team so you can So like he doesn't want to make a transfer this week. He wants to roll so he has 2 free next week. So that's why I think Justin starts instead of Gomez. What do you reckon? Tottenham, I can see Tottenham scoring, which means that Gomez is no good. Whereas Justin potentially could do something against Wolves. Nah, he's not transferring Justin. No.
What should we do with Salah? Should we captain Salah or should we captain Palmer?
Have you got Palmer captain still?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Or are you doing
nice
Salah?
differential. I'm doing Salah.
I'm gonna do Palmer.
All right.
I'm gonna do Palmer.
All right, let's see it. Let's
But
see how it goes.
do you think that I reckon Cunha's definitely playing because he's not gonna get his what do you call it suspended or whatever because they've still got to do like investigation or whatever it is into it. So I reckon that he could go ham as well. Like
Amit, you're playing Cunha this week, hey? You kept Cunha? Just ask him. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm gonna bring up his team now. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's too risky not to captain Salah. Yeah. It is.
Right.
It
Captain
is.
Salah. Captain
It's the way to do it. All right, let's have a look. Let's go back to I can't believe I lost that head-to-head league last week against this bloke that's just shit. What do you mean? All right. Look at this. It's really tight in our league as well. So Rajan, I'm pretty sure his name is Rajan.
Rajan, yeah.
He is leading
He's
by
smashing it.
8 points.
Well,
It's not much off. So Amit's team is just above me. He had a great week. Isaac took him with up to 75 points last week. That's mad. So he's bought in Castagna for 8 Nori.
Yeah. Good
so he's rocking. Last week you rocked double Newcastle defense. This week you're rocking double Fulham defense. Who's on your bench then? Yeah, there are too many blanks in Palmer's history. I would agree with that. Yeah, they're Everton are ranked number 7 in the league for defense at the moment, as I'm speaking. I'm pretty sure Fulham are 8th. It's either Everton or Fulham, and it's 7 and 8.
So do I go with Justin then? Do I do Justin over Gomez?
Yes, 100%.
All right.
Yep.
So that's the team. So that's it done.
That's it. Done. Lock it in.
Locked
in.
Yeah.
He's still going Palmer captain.
No.
You changed it. Oh, man.
I'll do something.
Listen to the God.
The God. I'm listening to Ahmed. I'm listening to
Ahmed. All of it, mate. Ahmed's got he technically he's the expert. He's better than me.
Yeah. I'm going with Ahmed.
I'm just here talking shit.
I'm going with Ahmed. Look at all the green arrows you've got. God, I wish I had some green arrows.
That's it. Well,
What's this view my fan page? Ipswich. Who's this?
Hey, hold on.
Why is your fan page Ipswich?
Are you an Ipswich fan? Ahmed, I was just looking at your thing and you're like, your fan league is Ipswich. What do you mean? Is that a troll? Hey, last week he had Hall, right? The reason why Ahmed beat me last week is because I played Hall on the bench and 8 Norioles on my field. 17 points worse off I was.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be top of the league again.
Yeah.
These are the decisions.
Yeah.
You can get wrong or you can get right.
These little decisions make a difference.
They do. They make very big difference.
God, 10 o'clock. I'm on my second Guinness.
Mate, how many Guinness is that? 2?
2, yeah, I know. 2. God,
I'm under that much of vodka already.
Mate, you're not well. You are not well.
I love the double Fulham defence this week. They're playing Southampton. You would think that Southampton don't score many goals. So you would
well,
think
they just lost
Fulham,
their manager as well.
Yeah, and you would think that they're locked in for, like, he had double Newcastle defence last week. Yeah. Van Burn and Hall. and
Yeah.
whole hold
Yeah.
for the first time, and I had him on the bench. That pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
Pisses me off so much.
Yeah. Not great.
No, but he's got, so he already had Robinson last week. So I wanted to keep Robinson on wildcard, and I look back now, and I bought him back. So I had him at 4.5. He got to 4.7. I sold him for 4.6 on wildcard, and I bought him back this week for 4.7.
He's had the most assists of any defender.
6 assists.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
And people go, oh, you got to have Trent. Well, no, you don't. Trent's had 3 assists all season, and Robinson at 4.8 now
Said 6.
has doubled him. Doubled him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't get why people are not more keen on Robinson. Like, what? I feel like what it is people sit there and they listen to Andy and bullshit like this, and then he's like, I'm rocking the triple Arsenal defense.
Let's not diss Andy.
Well, he's been on about Trent is so good. He reckoned that last week Trent was better than Isaac.
Where is Andy in total in
way below?
Is he?
He's almost on your level, mate.
Listen, Andy, I've got your back, Andy. Don't listen to this Aussie. But you're doing well. But I've got Andy's back. I like Andy. I think he's a good guy. You know, you can't be perfect.
Mate, anyone that keeps Solanke in their team for that amount of time has got no idea what they're doing.
You're savage, mate. You're a savage.
It's true. Solanke was pissed. He's been pissed all season. Even when he scores, like Chris Wood scores, he gets bonus points. Solanke does something, nothing.
What's this? Dan Burn will score a big header, inshallah.
He will,
God willing, Amit, he will.
So you're benching Dan Burn. He's got to bench Dan Burn though. So if he's rocking double Fulham defense, surely you play Hall over Dan Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I would say. But I mean, look, Amit's the guy that knows what's going on. He's top of the league.
He crunches the numbers better than me. And like, I thought I crunched the numbers good, but he crunches them better. I love having Amit in the chat because he gives me stuff, and I'm like going, oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Do you know who else I like? Is it Simeon or?
Yeah, he was on earlier. Yeah,
Simeon's great. He's got loads of info. Like he puts loads.
I don't even know where he gets half his info from.
Where is he from? Is he from like Sweden?
No, it's India, man.
No, but is he?
So Amit's from Sweden.
Oh, Amit's from Sweden, right? Yeah.
And Semenyo's from like India, I think.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Sorry if I got it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it right.
Yeah. I love their input. With stuff.
Yeah,
you should get them on the pod.
Yeah. I talked about that. I was like, Dylan's in London.
Yeah.
So we'll try and get him on over like while I'm here.
Yeah.
Get him around. Don't know who he is, but.
All right, we'll just get a random person in my house. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, whatever.
Give him a drink.
Yeah.
Talk some shit.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? You live once, right?
That's it. No regrets.
No regrets. Right, who else is what are you doing for your team then? Let's have a look at your team.
So he was last week he captained Isaac, obviously. 22 points, massive differential. Yeah. That's big green arrow there, and obviously Hull. He's from the same part of Stockholm as Kulusevski and Isaac.
I was in Malmo. In Sweden last summer. Yeah, summer just gone.
I went there in 2021 with Daniela.
Yep.
To what's the other place? There's Stockholm, and then there's the other big city. What's the other big city?
Fuck me,
it's a weird name. It's like Amit's gonna help me out. He's gonna tell me what the other city is. The other big city. It's like. I'm going to say it's southwest from Stockholm. And it took a good train, about 2 hours and a half on a train to get from whatever this place was to Stockholm.
I don't know. Fuck me. I don't know.
Amit's going to help me out. He's going to 100% come through here. He better. If he doesn't come through, you're out. No.
So what are you doing with your team, Darius?
My team. So I've made 2 transfers. I was weird. Since game week, this is how I know I played a good wild card. Because in game week 12, and like realistically, I look back now and I got rid of Mbuemo, right? Because I wanted to bring in an Arsenal defender. I bought in Timber, 5.5. So I got rid of, realistically, what I should have done, this would have made the transfer so much better. I should have gone straight to Ahmad from Mbuemo. And I would have been laughing. I would be top 10,000 right now, 100%. But realistically, that was a transfer I should have done. I talked about it. I didn't do it. I backed in Matoma because the numbers said that Matoma and Brighton's fixture run was better than what Ahmad had.
Yeah.
But Ahmad's just outperformed Matoma, and Matoma's been shit, and so have Brighton. But realistically, that's what I should have done with my team, and then I'd be laughing. But instead, I went with Timber and Matoma, and Buemo. Keeping in Buemo would have been the correct option because he's actually made more points than Timber has, even though Timber's been super good. Matoma's just been shit.
Yeah.
And that's been the difference. So yeah. All right, let's have a look. Oh, okay. So he didn't answer the question about where that other city is.
He'll answer it in a second. It's probably a slight delay.
He will. Yeah. I think there is a slight delay. He said we have 100% of kids here who are crazy talents. I've also played for the national. National under 16 Sweden. Holy shit! Ahmed's actually a good player as well. Get him on, mate. Be a celebrity. How old are you, Ahmed? Just out of curiosity.
I reckon he's young.
We're old.
Yeah, we're old. Who's older? You or me? Or
I am.
Oh, yeah.
A year.
Oh, yeah.
You're 37.
Yeah.
38.
There you go. Old boys.
Boys. So the question was, Ahmed, I flew into Sweden a couple of years ago, and I went to Stockholm, but I also went to a big city that was southwest, and I caught a train. It was about 2.5 hours on a train. So I'm not sure what city it was, but it was a big city.
He's 32.
Oh, he's 32.
There
you go.
Sweet.
He's quality, man. He's in his prime. He's in his prime. 32 is the new prime.
37 is the new, no.
38, man. I'm still going. I won the Golden Boot this season.
Did you?
And I played only 2/3 of the season because I got banned for the other third.
Why'd you get banned?
Because I'm a good bloke.
Because you're. Why don't you tell everyone why you got banned?
Hey, I got banned because I was scoring too many goals.
Oh wow.
No, legit.
You got banned for scoring too many goals.
After the game, I scored 6 goals in. I got banned.
Oh, wow.
Because I stood up for one of the teammates of my team.
Yeah.
And I basically said, like, what you're doing to him is wrong. Like,
you got banned by who? Your team?
Nah, the GSA, like the overriding body, took it to the tribunal. It took him 6 weeks to take it to tribunal.
So it kicked
the
off.
The tribunal threw it out, and because they tried to ban me from winning any awards, and the tribunal said, "Why have you banned this bloke?" And I was like, exactly. I've done nothing wrong.
Didn't you used to be a ref as well?
Yeah, I got banned from reffing as well. It was sorry the language, but like it was.
Oh my god! Some of those options.
Oh, Gothenburg. That's the one. Yes, I knew that would come in.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Gothenburg. That's where I went. Yep, 100%.
So we got any news? Any transfer news or any not transfer news, but any?
Let's have a look. See if there's any late news coming in. Also, look at these transfers in for the week. I'll make that a bit bigger. No. So Ahmad's the top transferred in player. Let's have a look. Let's go more. Ahmad's the top transfer in. 538,000 people bought him in.
Wow.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Wow.
Do you know the percentage of people who bought him in this week? So 538,000 teams have bought him in. There's almost 11 million teams. That's almost, hold on, 10 mil, 10%. That's almost 5% of managers have bought him in this week. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a big shift. Robinson's not far behind. 468,000 people bought him in. And Isaac, 456. There's been a lot of transfers made this week.
Yeah.
And Hall's up to 295.
Wow, that's a lot.
Gabriel, 199. Jackson, 185. So this is what happens when Alan stops supporting someone, they start doing really well. So Alan last year was a Chelsea fan.
Yep. Yeah.
And he stopped supporting them. And Crystal Palace are gone to shit. And Chelsea are gone.
Perfect. Yeah,
Chelsea might win the league. They're not far off.
It's got nothing to do with the £1 billion they spent on players. No, it's got to do with me not supporting them. Right? Okay, fine.
I reckon that's probably the math.
Yeah, that's the math. Well, the math ain't mathing. All right. So what we thinking? What are the results going to be this week?
Let's have a look at the fixtures. Where is it?
I can't believe you got me drinking at 10 o'clock.
I've done well. I've done well. Let's have a look. Let's pull up. So you can take this as fact. Start building your bets based on these predictions. All right. Start with a big one. Aston Villa
2-1
at home to
Aston
Man
Villa.
City. You reckon?
2-1 Aston Villa. Kick them while I'm down. Kick them while they're down.
Man City are now 1 win and 11 games.
I reckon.
Will it be 1 and 12?
I reckon the Brentford Nottingham Forest game will have a few goals in it. You know, I think that could be a 3-2. I think it'll be.
Brentford. So Chris Wood. This is why I said Chris Wood could be a captaincy choice. Now just bear with me. So Pinnock is out, and so is. Who's the other bloke? Someone else is out from Brentford's normal back line,
Right.
which makes me think that Brentford are a good shout to concede goals.
Yeah.
But they'll also score goals. But Nottingham Forest could be a good differential here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think
reckon.
so. I think it could be a 3-2.
Yeah.
I think it could be a 3-2 Forest. Ipswich Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, you shared it. Oh, the top blows are right. Let's have a look. Ipswich against Newcastle. So hold on. Score predictions. You went 2-1 Aston Villa. I'm going 2-2 draw.
Fair.
2-2 draw.
Fair.
City to finally start turning around. Erling Haaland to get a brace.
Interesting.
I don't rate the Aston Villa back line.
No.
No.
Do you like Somerville? Somerville's Aston Villa, or is he? Is Somerville Aston Villa, or is he West Ham?
He's West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Get confused with the colours. I like Somerville.
Yeah, he looks all right.
He looks alright, but he doesn't really score any points.
No, he doesn't.
What's the deal with
that? Cheers, man. Yeah, I'm enjoying being in the UK. It's much nicer than being in Kalgoorlie at the moment. 40 degrees there, I think, today. It's a nice, what is it? 7 degrees outside.
Send me to Kalgoorlie, man. It's grey, it's wet, and it's miserable here.
It's good. Just got to look on the sunny side of life.
Yeah, after a half a bottle of vodka.
All right. Brentford, Nottingham Forest. What's your score prediction?
3-2.
I'm going for who?
Do you know what?
I was like, I can see that both ways.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go 3-2 Brentford.
I think Brentford win. I think I'm going to go 3-1. Chris Wood gets a goal for Nottingham Forest.
Okay. Ipswich Newcastle.
Oh.
See,
I reckon Isaac gets a double in this game just to burn people that didn't back him in as captain. I reckon he gets a double. I reckon they win 3-1. They concede a goal, but they win 3-1.
Newcastle.
Yeah. 3-1 or 3-0.
Yeah, I think the same. I think 3-1, but I think Ipswich will get the first goal. And I think Ipswich will get a first goal and then Newcastle will pull it back.
Yeah, I reckon. Hi, yeah, I know. Yeah, Bailey, that's my cousin. Yeah, it is going to be super warm, super cold. Bailey, you'll love this. I'm off to Old Trafford tomorrow to watch Man United. I'll send you a snap later. West Ham against Brighton. All right, this is the game we're going to. 3 p.m. kickoffs. We're there, baby.
I reckon this will be like a 2-2.
I'm hoping it's a 1-0 win to West Ham. Not a Jared Bowen goal, but
a Somerville goal.
Yes, a Somerville goal. I'll take a Somerville goal with a Fabianski assist, just throwing it up. And he runs onto it past the Brighton defence that have just gone AWOL. And Bruggen sits there and goes, I can't concede every week. Score. And he scores.
I really like Somerville. I watch him play all the time, and I really like him as a player, but he just doesn't really score any points. I reckon it'll be a 2-2. I reckon it'll be a Bowen goal, Somerville goal, and then João Pedro a brace. That's what I need. Rogers assist.
Or Matoma will get a return. I'm like, piss off, Matoma.
Yeah, no, we need that.
All right, Palace. I'm going 1-0 West Ham. FYI.
All right.
Check that back later. See who's right. But Crystal Palace against Arsenal at Palace.
Well, Arsenal done them, didn't they, in the cup?
Was that at home or away?
That was away.
So that Palace went to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a bit of a difference. I'll tell you an interesting stat here. Anyone that's paying attention. Last year, Crystal Palace went away to Manchester United in the Cup, got spanked 4-0. They then played them directly after in the league and won.
Yeah, so when
Is that going to happen?
I reckon Palace are going to beat Arsenal. I do.
1-0?
I think Palace are going to beat Arsenal. I think
That's
it'll
a
be like
goal.
a 2-1.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a 2-1. Or no, probably like a 1-0.
I mean that'll rule Arsenal out winning the league. I think it could happen. I'm going 1-0 Palace.
Yeah, I reckon 1-0 Palace.
1-0 Palace.
Mateta goal, yeah.
Arsenal just haven't been all there attacking wise of late. I'm not sure. All right, Sunday's games. Oh, wait, there's a lot of 2 p.m. kickoffs on Sunday. Holy hell, there's more 2 p.m.s than there's 3 p.m.s today. 4 of them. All right, Everton, Chelsea. What do we see?
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1.
Palmer 2 goals. I don't know who's going to score for Everton.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, let's say Dominic Calvert-Lewin scores first, and then they just get done over 2-1.
Chelsea can see goals, man. Chelsea will probably be like 2-0 up, and it'll be the 89th minute, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin will just be there, and Sanchez will just flap, and it will go in.
Perfect.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1 Chelsea.
All right.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin goal. Calling it early. 3-0 Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin hat-trick. Oh, behave.
Who's saying that? Amit.
Amit, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Has he got him in his team or something?
Nah, no one's bringing Dominic Calvert-Lewin at this point. He's probably dropped below like 5.5.
He was
6
just
at some point.
trolling.
3-1 Chelsea, yeah. I reckon Everton score.
I'm gonna have to get another Guinness. Fuck me, you've got me started now.
Alan's up and about, baby. Fulham against Southampton. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea, by the way. Fulham Southampton.
Well, Fulham are gonna do Southampton, aren't they? It'd be like 3-0.
All right. I think you could be
Like,
right. I'm going to go 3-0 as well.
I reckon Jimenez will get a couple.
3-0. I can't see Southampton scoring. Fulham's defense look pretty good. Pretty good. I also need to chuck a piss. So Alan's going to hold the stream.
Oh.
He's going to waffle some shit for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. Welcome to Alan's podcast.
Yes, that's what we need.
God, I don't usually do this stuff. Right, Leicester Wolves. I think Wolves are in dire straits. I think Leicester will do them like 3-1. Couple of Vardy goals. Man United, Bournemouth. Well, Man United is shit, so Bournemouth are going to do them. Darius, do you agree? Yeah, he agrees as well. So Bournemouth are going to do Man United. 2-1. 2-1. Take them off their throne. Spurs, Liverpool. Liverpool are going to do them. Liverpool will do them like. Do you think it could be a 3-2 or a 3-1 maybe? 5-4. 5-4. Blimey, that would be a game. I reckon it'll be like a 3-2, 3-1. I'm going to go 3-2. 3-2 Liverpool. I think Spurs will get a couple of goals. I think Son will get a goal. I think Maddison will get a goal. Salah a brace. And then a Jota goal. That's what I think. Yeah. That's it for Sunday. What's going on in here? 3-1 Bournemouth. 3-1 Bournemouth. Yes. Oh, you let the cat back in, Darius. Come on, Squid. Squiddy boy. What do you think, Squid? Meow. No. What do you think? Bournemouth. 4-0. 4-0 Bournemouth.
Here we go. Is it going to knock the camera?
No, I think the camera. I think you moved the. Wire. Otherwise, I'll move him.
Oh, it's looking at it. It's like, do I pour it? It's legit.
I'll let him out. No, I think it's all right.
We'll give it a go. Yeah. So, what did you say? Fulham, Southampton, 3-0.
So I was
That's the Wolves. What did you go with?
What did I say? 2, like a 2-1, something like
For Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester. Like
James Justin goal.
I wish. I reckon Vardy will get a couple, and I think Cunha will get one for Wolves.
Yeah, I reckon Jamie Vardy would be a good shout this week. To be fair, I think Leicester Wolves could be anything.
Could be anything.
I think either Wolves get absolutely destroyed, or it's a really good game of football. So I reckon I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
2-2 draw. Jamie Vardy double party.
And it's going to kick off at the end with Cunha.
Yeah.
He's going to smash everyone up. It's
Cunha's
going to be
gonna
like a
like-
Royal Rumble.
Cunha's like, I'm getting suspended anyway, baby. Let's take some more
Yeah.
glasses off.
He should have gone to Specsavers. He's sponsored by Specsavers, Cunha. He's like, get rid of them frames. Get yourself some contacts in.
All right. Who's this bloke? It's a 3-1 Bournemouth. Piss off.
Yes.
Oh,
6-0
Milinkovic.
Fulham.
Should I go a -8 to get Isaac and Robinson?
A -8.
Oh, I've
Nah.
seen a few -8s floating around this week. In fairness,
No.
I understand it though.
A
There's-
-8.
Who are you getting rid of? Who are you getting rid of for Isaac and Robinson? That's the question. Who are you getting rid of for Isaac and Robinson? If it's like I'm getting rid of Strand Larson and what is
Yeah, but
and
minus-
like a Trent Alexander-Arnold, I'd tick it off. I reckon -8. Yeah. tick it
Nah,
off.
I reckon you'd hold Trent, man.
Nah, get rid of him. No good. He's a waste of money. people would sit there and tell me Trent Alexander-Arnold's like having an extra midfielder in your team. Piss off. You got no idea what you're talking about. 3 assists in 16 weeks.
This is why you got banned from football.
This. Do you want to know how often it is that he assists in terms of? So he's missed 1 game, I think, with injury. So he's played 15 games for 3 assists.
Right.
That means he's returning 1 in every 5 weeks.
Right. Okay.
Compared to Robinson, who's returned 6 times in 16 weeks, that's almost 1 every 2.
Yeah,
That's
but look,
1 every
who
2 and a
would
half.
have called Robinson to do that? Nobody.
I did.
What, at the start of the season?
I had him in my team from the start of the season, and I bought him back now.
I think that. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Look, you obsessed.
Duncan will score. Okay, yeah, fair. Yep, fair. I reckon so. Leicester, I went to all. You reckon they're going to win 2-1. Man United, Bournemouth. Give a realistic score.
Like 2-1, 3-1 Man United. 3-1 Man United. Fernandes goal. Amat. He's actually going to be on the bench, you think, or is he going to start?
I don't know. I'm unsure. I reckon. I think
I
potentially.
reckon Fernandes could get 2.
Mainu started on the bench against Spurs, which makes me think he's 100% going to start. It could be Casemiro, Mainu, and then Ahmad, Bruno, and maybe Xerxes starts up front. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But I feel like realistically they should be playing Højlund, Ahmad, and Bruno in the front 3. If that's the case, I'm going to back him in for a 4-0 win.
Fuck off.
4-0 win.
Fuck off.
4-0 win.
4-0.
4-1. 4-1. I'll take 4-1.
You're off your nuts.
No, Bruno Fernandes.
I'll make
to
you
get
a
a
bet
brace.
right now for 20
Ahmad to
quid.
get a
20
double
quid.
assist.
20 quid they don't score 4 goals. £20.
I don't like that bet.
4-0. 4-1, no way. It'll be like 3, maybe.
They'll probably
3
score
maybe.
5 now. I'm going 4-0.
Bailey said 4-0 as
Hi,
well.
man. Yeah, see, I told you. All right, man. See you in a bit.
Who's off?
He's just having breakfast with mum.
All right.
Spurs, Liverpool.
I think I said this like
3-2.
3-2. Yeah, 3-2.
See Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah.
I'm going 5-4. And you ask why?
That's a lot of goals, man.
Tottenham only play one way. Ange has admitted they only play one way.
Yeah.
They will concede goals. I reckon they concede 5 times, but they score a few because Liverpool's defence is going to open up. Trent's going to end up on -1 this week, conceding 4 goals. He'll get booked as well.
What has Trent done to you?
3-0 Man United. Ahmad 2 times assist with a Panenka penalty for Bruno. Yes, I love it. More of that. More of that. Sign me up for that, mate. I'll be going ham. I'll be in the strap Panenka.
Get up. Wild.
Do a live stream from me just sitting there going.
Yeah, go.
I said already in the chat this week, if you haven't already joined the WhatsApp chat, I already said this week I'm going to be enjoying celebrating a +8 when either Ahmad scores and Bruno assists or Bruno scores and Ahmad assists. This week it's going to be a +8.
Well,
Bang
we'll
like
stick
that.
it on. We can
I'm
do
like,
it.
oh, there I go.
We
There
can do
goes the rank.
We can do a live stream on YouTube, can't we? At the game,
Yeah.
like with a phone or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be good quality, but it'll be something.
Yeah, I'll whack it in from Old Trafford. See what I
Yeah.
can come up with. Watch the last
Why
10
not?
minutes. I'm like, here we go, boys. Ahmad!
Wild bastard.
It'll be mint that. So yeah, those are the predictions for this weekend. In terms of who I expected to actually score in these games, if we go back to Man City, Aston Villa, I think Rodgers gets a return against Man City.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm not sure what, but I think that Man City's defense are going to blank. And Guardiola is likely to be playing centre back instead of left back, which means he's not going to be as attacking. The cat's distracting us again. Yeah, I just think that Guardiola is going to be playing centre back. He's not a good option, I think, anymore. I thought originally he was a good hold, but I think realistically, if Man City's defenders are out injured, he's going to be playing centre back, and at centre back, he's only going to be going up for corners, which makes him a lot less good as an asset, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Will Rico Lewis play? Lots of people kept him last week when he was suspended.
yeah.
Does he play this week? Would you play him against Aston Villa? I wouldn't play him.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't.
No. Brentford against Forest, I feel like Brian Mbeumo is going to go big in this game.
Yeah, so do I.
Which scares me because I don't have him anymore.
Good. Hopefully you drop down 10,000 places.
I actually think I could be entrenched in the top 100 for the season,
What?
which is pretty good.
No, I think you've done. Look, if I'm honest, I think you've done actually very well this season. You know, like you do obsess about this game. I'd say you're slightly on the spectrum with it, but you do love it, and you've done incredibly well. Like I think you're playing the game really well, and you're doing your own thing as well. Like you're not following the crowd. Like you're doing your own thing. Like you've been playing it enough that you know the stats. Like for me, I think I had a poor start to the season. I've not really. I don't have the depth of knowledge that I think you and other players do, where you can see stuff coming through. Like you said about Amat, way before other people.
I had him at the start of the season. I saw him before Eric Ten Hag saw him.
Yeah, Robinson as well. Like, so look, yeah, I think this is your season. I think if you don't do really well with this season, just quit. Just quit.
Have a look.
Delete the podcast.
I want to show you something. So if we go here, so my seasons is I've only played FPL for like a few years. If we go here, game week history. If we go to the previous seasons, I've been strategically climbing since I first played the game. So I played the game the first year before I moved over here.
Yeah.
Shithouse. 1,400,000. I was 1,408,000 in my first season. I remember playing free hit thinking it was wild card.
Yeah.
And I wasted my free hit chip and I had to play my wild card the week after.
How do I do mine? How do I check mine?
If you go...
Because I done well last year.
You did. I think you might have even beat me.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go. And game week history. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, you probably got to look it on a actual
Really?
website.
No, I'm sure you could do it on it.
Probably. Oh, hold on. Manage your profile.
Yeah. Here you go. So 23, 24.
I did beat you.
So 23,
Hold
24.
on, what'd you get? Oh, you beat me.
I beat
you.
Bastard. So 23, 24, I beat you.
Alan was paying attention last year. This year
I beat you by 3 points. And then the year before that, 2258. I beat you last year as well. I beat you the year before that as well, you mug. Look.
No.
Yeah. 23,
23. I smoked you, baby. I smoked you.
And then 2287. That was the first year. That's when you helped me. That's when you beat me by 200 as well. So you done, yeah. But last year
I got a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
I got a little bit last year.
Last year I was all right. Last year,
Yeah.
This year's not been great.
Yeah, you beat Alan by 1 point. Man, let's have a look at the league. Oh, so look, I've been steadily increasing the 5 years I've played.
Wait a minute. Look at the league. You beat Alan by 1 point. Did you?
No, he beat you by 1 point.
Who did?
Beating Alan by 1. Oh, he's beating you by 1 point in the league.
Who?
Bailey.
Oh, is he?
Let's have
nice.
View.
Come for you, Bailey.
Let's go to leagues.
Oh, sniff.
Oh, yeah, he is too.
1 point,
You're going to go a fair way down, but he is by 1 point, 914. You have to tell him that in person. I reckon this week I could go to the top of the league. That is my that's my plan anyway.
So who's Bailey? Is it your mate?
Nah, he's my cousin.
Oh, Bailey's your cousin. Oh, I've heard about Bailey.
Yeah, he loves a bit of football. He loves supporting United.
I've heard about Bailey.
So I reckon this year I'm a lock for a top 100,000. So every year I've gotten better. Last year I was 118,000. I reckon this year, the way I've started.
I'm
but
going to
last
start
year-
a podcast next year.
Last year I started super well as well. Like if we look at my league, I'm currently Australia 549.
What, in Australia?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Man United.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
Man
That's
United.
fucking Bonza, mate.
Imagine how many players are Man United fans. I'm top.
Nah, that's absolutely
3,016.
Bonza, mate. Stone the Crows. I wouldn't have thought you would have done 549, mate. Jesus. Right, I'm going for a smoko, mate.
All right, let's go to pick team again. All right, so we are rocking this lineup. There is going to be no change in this, I don't think, moving forward. Isaac is going to start as my vice captain instead of Cole Palmer. Mo Salah starts as captain. That does leave Verbruggen, João Pedro, Colwill, and Kirkes on the bench. I think I've got this right. I could get it wrong. I've left big points on my bench the last few weeks, so there's every chance that could potentially happen again. But I quite like the team. I think the team will be good moving forward. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. It's time for some vodka and water. By the way, Australia doesn't do flavored water like the United Kingdom does. This is like watermelon flavored vodka. Watermelon flavored water, Volvic. Why the hell do we not have this in Australia? I don't know, but have that with a bit of vodka. Best drink you can get. Amazing. It keeps you hydrated. Also gets you pissed at the same time. I'm not trying to promote a day out here, by the way. Yeah, I really like next week. I'm definitely making them transfers. Like as soon as the deadline goes, that's FPL challenge, by the way. I am going to be rocking. Where is it? Yeah. Let's go here to transfers. I am going to transfer out Verbruggen. That is 100% going to happen. He's gone this week regardless. He's done nothing for my team. But maybe I should just play him one last week just to see what happens. But Allison's going to come in next week, 100%. That's definitely going to be a confirmed transfer as of tonight. After Liverpool play, he is 100% coming in. So I might hold till Sunday and then transfer in Allison Becker after that. And then I'm going to rock that team for the rest of for the foreseeable future. I may Carl Colwill or Kirkes, depending on which one I think is the better option for team value, and get in Munoz instead. I mean, like Colwill, I bought at 4.4. He's gone up to 4.6. I don't think he's likely to rise to 4.7 or 4.8, which means that the best selling price, the best time to sell him would be now to get in Munoz, who is likely to rise in price. Munoz could well go back to 5 million over the coming weeks. I think that's quite likely. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we're good. I'm just checking if I've missed anything on the way. Don't think so. It looks pretty good. So yeah, that's the plan moving forward. We've got 26 minutes till the deadline now. Make sure you get your teams ready. I like Milinkovic as well. Like that is another player I've looked at that would give me a little bit more money in the bank. So Milinkovic is 4.6. He has the same sort of numbers as Gabriel moving forward. So 0.17 expected goals per game is quite high for a defender. How many transfers you got, Bailey? Let's have a look. I'll have a look at it up in a second. Let's go back here. That's Amit's team. Bailey. I'm blind. There we go. Rev United. I love the name, man. For 76. Holy hell, you did well last week. Odegaard captain. Oh, I don't know about that much.
What about Smith Rowe?
Smith Rowe. I think Iwobi's a better pick. Costs 0.2 million more. He plays 90 minutes every week compared to Smith Rowe, who gets subbed early. This is Bailey's team. He's 1 point above you on the league. All right. I think you start Dallo over Kirkes. Dallo over Kirkes this week. And I think, he's still got Haaland.
Still got, mate, Haaland could go big.
He could.
Mate, he could captain Haaland and he could just like rock it.
He hasn't got Salah, and he hasn't got Saka. But he's got Haaland.
Wait, do you know what? I'd lump on Haaland.
He's got two free transfers. How much money you got in the bank? How much money in the bank? He's got a few options. I want to know how much money he's got in the bank, and then it's easy to give an accurate opinion. He's got Raya and goal. I like his defense. I think I definitely swapped Dallo in for Kirkes this week.
He's been going up the leagues. Look, he's been going up his leagues. He's number one in the in that league, whatever it is, with his mates.
I'm trusting in Haaland. Yep, fair. How many how much money in the bank?
If you trust in Haaland,
1.5 in the bank. He's got 1.5 in the bank.
Captain Haaland, go for it.
He's got 2 free transfers. He's got 1.5 in the bank. Do you just go Acuna to an Isaac? Oh, you can't do that. Isaac costs 8.8 now. You can't do that. But he could. He's got Raul Jimenez. I think I'd just roll the transfers, you know. I don't think I'd change much this week. So he's got 1.5 in the bank. He's got Morgan Rogers. What's your selling price on Morgan Rogers? Is it 5.1? It must be 5.1 or 5. Or did you buy him for 5.3? Depends on when you bought Morgan Rogers. I feel like Morgan Rogers, you can get a 6.8 million rated midfielder. There's a few decent ones. Let's have a look. Midfielders. Where's my transfers button? Here we go. Midfielders. Max cost 7 mil. 6.9. Perfect. So he can afford 6. I'm not sure. It depends on how much Morgan Rogers is going to cost. He could get Iwobi, Madueke, Johnson, Kluivert, McNeil, Ahmad, Kulusevski. He's already got Ahmad, Matoma, Rogers. Oh, Rogers is still quite hard. Smith Rowe's not that far down the list, you know. He's still got 61 points for the season. It's pretty good. How good's this guy? 5 mil. No one talks about him. 1.3% ownership.
Yeah, but look at his forehead.
60 points.
You could land a 747 on that forehead.
He loves the game at home.
Jesus.
I bought him at the start of the season. Okay, so he only get 5.1 selling price. So that means he's got 6.5, 6.6 in the bank. So he could bring in Eze. I'd save your transfer.
Eze, yeah, but Eze.
Wait till Eze comes back. Buy Eze.
Yeah. What about
Do you think?
Star?
All right. Do you think Tosin 4.2 will start more at Chelsea? Has he started at all? I feel like he's the Conference League player. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
You know how Chelsea have that Conference League team? I feel like Tosin is one of them. He came from Fulham, didn't he?
I don't know, mate.
No, he did. All right. So he played 90. What?
How are you doing this on his team? Oh, you're doing it on your team?
No, I'm just pulling him up on a transfer.
Oh, right.
All right. So he's played the last 3 weeks. He's played twice for 90 minutes. I just don't like the Chelsea defense. I feel like Chelsea just concede stupid goals and they blank. And Tosin has no goal threat, pretty much. Well, you know, in fairness, that's a lie. He's got actually pretty good goal threat in the 2 games he's played.
I don't know.
His goal threat in the 2 weeks has been 0.11, 0.19, 0.14 for the 2 weeks he's played. I can't recommend that. That's not a good move. Wouldn't do it.
Madueke, right, was quality for a while, and then he's not done nothing recently.
If you have a look at him, though, get rid of him. Pull up the midfielders. Mad. Can't spell.
You got a comma in there.
That would explain why nothing's coming up. So Madueke, he's had 2 massive hauls, right? 3 massive hauls. So he had
20
20
points.
against
Yeah.
Wolves in game week 2, 10 against Nottingham Forest in numbers in game week 7, 13 against Southampton in game week 14.
Yeah.
But outside of that, so
Not a lot.
that's 30, 43 points in 3 weeks, and he's 75 for the season. Like, when he gets big, he scores big. The problem is that most of the time he gets nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like either feast or famine.
Feast or famine?
He's more often famine than feast.
Savage.
It's
So how do I
true.
make up 100 points to beat you, Darius? How do I do that?
Assistant manager chip.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's got to be it. That's how you do it. But you got to do my strategy.
Right. Well, I'll do
You got to
strategy.
bet on teams that are 5 places lower and hope that they can get at least a draw. Because if they get a draw, they're going to get more points than like an Arnie Slot beating
Yeah,
a team
yeah,
for
yeah.
6 points. Even if they draw, you get 8.
Yeah.
So it's not a disaster. So, like, for example, Man United look so good at the moment because they're 13th.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If they play like Bournemouth this weekend and beat them, he'd get 16 points for the win.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be lovely to have it available this week. I'd play it on Man United. They've got a few fixtures that look pretty juicy on paper.
Yeah, yeah.
My goal is just to beat Alan in the league. How's
Thanks,
that make
mate.
you feel?
Thanks, mate. Well, do you know what, Bailey? I am now gonna make my whole focus on you and beating
Right,
you.
you hold it for a minute.
But do you know what, mate? It won't actually be that hard to beat me because I am pony. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. What are you up to anyway? You in Australia? How's it in sunny Australia? Nice.
They've got 25 for Christmas Day. It's a good
25 for Christmas Day. Jesus. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to be out with your big cousin at a football today. Brighton West Ham. That's going to be fun. Seeing as he's turned up at my house at like 8:30. Get me on the Guinnesses. Should we just like change his team here? Let's just completely change his team. Let's just absolutely do Darius here, right? We're gonna make some subs. Right, I reckon this week in goal you want the Ipswich goalie, right? So let's swap that out. No, I won't, it'll go mad.
sabotage. The
Just
team.
sabotage
I
your
like
team.
it. Just tank my rank.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Just go away. And
Just
he's made
changing
like
it all.
he's transferred out fucking all my good players for players that aren't even
Do
playing.
like a minus 40 or something like that.
Now,
Do
Grace,
yeah.
hey, this is how good Grace has been the last few weeks. Since I've helped their team,
Yeah.
have you seen her scores?
No.
Let's have a look. She has been super good. I feel like it's this one. If we go back, look at Grace. So she was bottom of the league, right?
Yeah.
She's not bottom anymore, mate. Guess who's bottom? Sam Robinson.
Oh wow.
How do you get a score of that?
He's obviously not playing.
669.
Sam's not playing it.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at it. What's his name?
Sam.
Excuse me, boss.
Sam's not playing it, really, is he?
Well, he's got who's
No, he can
who's
do
that in
that,
goal?
Isaac.
Who's that in goal?
I don't. Yeah, but I don't think he really plays. I don't
think he's made a transfer. Oh, he's made one transfer. He made one transfer last week. He's playing.
Yeah, but I think he plays the Sun one more than this one.
But he's playing the game. How do you get that back?
Don't say anything about Sam. He's my mate.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Shout out, Sam.
He's I think he's got a lot on his plate. He's got a baby and he's got his business and he's got loads of stuff going on.
So Grace was at the bottom, right? She
Yeah.
was number 37 or whatever it was. We've got a few people joining this week. That's good.
Nice.
Wonder where they are. Let's have a quick look at how good there is. So Dylan's finally joined the league. He is okay. He's chasing team value.
What's this transfer? Minus 20 points. Is he all right? Everything okay?
He's the new.
He's the new Grace. What? Are we all right? You know how to play this game, right? You know there's a thing called wild card. Want a whole Chris Wood?
All right.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Nice.
no. What do his team value is?
Want a whole Chris Wood? I like that. That's a good name.
His team value's. His team value's not even good. Why is he making so many transfers? All right, so hold on. Let's go back. 2, 0. All right. He played his. Oh dear.
I'll go for a slash.
He played for his free hit. All right. He's doing a grace. He's making 7 transfers every week for -24. All right. I think we know what's going on here. That's unfortunate, Dylan. We will have to tell you about transfers and costing at -4. What's your team name? Are you in the league? All right, let's have a look. Are you in the league? And if so, what is your name? A Wobie from. Oh dear. No, I wouldn't do it. I'd keep Bruno. I've got Bruno on my team. You can see my team here. I'm definitely keeping Bruno. I'm rocking the cheap defense, baby. For me, it's all about Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad. I'm more than happy with that. All right, join the league. The link's in the description. All right, links in the description. Make sure you join it. It makes it easy for me to check your team. I wouldn't sell Bruno. Bruno's a hold for me. I think he's really good the next couple of weeks. Like Bruno Fernandes, we'll just pull him up here for a second. He's got obviously Bournemouth at home this week. Then he's got Wolves away. Wolves have been conceding goals. Then they got Newcastle at home. Newcastle also concede. The only game I don't like is the Liverpool away game. But other than that, I think Bruno Fernandes is great. Hey, just in time, man. 13 minutes left. We're just talking about Bruno Fernandes at the moment. And Mertez wants to sell Bruno for a Wobie. I can't recommend that. Like being a Man United fan, I'm actually excited to have 2 Man United players in my team. No, I can't do it. I can't justify that. I can't. In fairness, Ahmad probably outscore everyone. Just like make a mockery for me saying you can't do it. If you were a betting man, I would bet on an Ahmad return this week. I actually think Bruno gets a return this week as well. I'm expecting almost 20 points between Ahmad and Bruno this week. That's the confidence I've got in both of those players this week. I just don't want to captain them because I feel like they could be both a 10-pointer each potentially. They might get 1 goal each and get like the bonus. I don't know. That'd be my plan.
Who's this?
Ahmad and Bruno.
Oh yeah.
Would you sell Bruno this week?
Would I sell
With
him this
Bournemouth
week?
at home?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah, I think he's in good form, isn't
He is. He's been getting returns.
he? Yeah, I think he's in good form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mertez asked, he has 0.6 in the bank, 3 free transfers after this game week. So he's only got 2 for this week. And he asked, he's planning on selling Bruno and getting a better defender goalkeeper. And I was like, I'd keep Bruno.
Alisson.
Yeah, but if you're
Get
selling,
Alisson.
but if you think about it, if you're selling Bruno, he's 8.3 mil, potentially 8.4, depending on when you bought him. Who are you selling him to that's going to make the defender upgrade worth it? That's the question. I don't think there's a good answer.
What about selling Fernandes for Ahmed?
You could. A lot of people have looked at that and like
then
selling
upgrade-
Bournemouth
and
and
then
Ahmad.
Yeah, but then upgrade your get Alisson. Go from Fernandes to Ahmed and then upgrade.
If you've got poor team value, I could tick it off. But if you've got good team value like me, I can't tick that off. I feel like having a Bruno or an Mbuemo as that 4th midfielder just makes your team so much better. I'd rather that than a more expensive defender. I feel like defenders, if they concede a goal, they're done.
Yeah. And really, you don't really want to double up the defence too much, do you? Because it does you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Bournemouth aren't the same as 2 years ago. Oh, where's the link? It should be in the description for this video. If you go back and look at any of my videos, Mertez, the link is in there. Just click on the description of the video, and it'll be there. 100%. I put it in all my videos so that way you can join. That answers the question, right?
Yeah, it does.
But if you really want to be cheap, I will tell you what the league code is. I'll pull it up now. In fact, Alan's going to pull it up on his phone. I know you can't because I can only do it because I created the league, can't I? So I've got to look at it. Hold on. We go up here and invite people. The league code is, get your phone out, get it ready. The league code is LDV6FK. The code is LDV6FK. I'll just back that in the chat.
Yeah, put it in chat. Do you know what? Like, I'm top of the league for my work chat, like my work FPL. But I tell you what, this our league is like really competitive.
Yeah, we
Like,
got
look,
it. It's a good league.
like, look, I smashed that. I was right down the bottom. I got right up to the top.
Oh, mate, it's a poor league this year. Why is there so many people? Hey, it's so funny. So when I first moved over here, I joined. Alan used to work for
Vision.
and they have an FPL league. First year coming over,
You won it.
this geezer from Australia just joins the
I
league,
know.
just smashes everyone.
Yeah.
Then he backs it up, wins the next year. Then he backs it up again, and then they don't let me in the league because they're scared they're going to lose.
I know. We should add you. I should add you into it now.
I'll be back to the top.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, actually, no. Let's not do that. Love that.
Hand out the business card.
Yeah.
So how sick is this business card? Where is it?
Let's have a look. I need one. You can give me one.
How good is that? All you have to do is, there we are. So people are looking at home.
That's a good business card.
That is the business card. And all you have to do is scan the QR code and guess where it takes you?
Straight to the league.
FPL D unit.
Oh, what, the YouTube?
Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah.
It is well good. Sick cards.
Yeah, I like that. I'll keep that.
JP or Strand Larson start. João Pedro or Strand Larson. Oh, Wolves have that Leicester game. Oh, that's a hard one.
I want one of your cards. Give me one of your cards.
Well, you got to make sure people scan it every time you're out and about.
Yeah, I'll just carry it around me. Be like, scan that.
That's what I did last night.
It's not a Nectar card or a Tesco Club card. Scan
I took one card out with me last night. 9 subs.
Nice. Well, that's good.
So
That's
what
what
I do.
it's meant to be
Scan the
for.
QR code, baby.
You could have done a bit more quality on the card. I mean, it's a bit flimsy.
Well, yeah, just don't get it wet.
No, I like
Mate,
it. Though. It's good.
I mass-produced them.
Mate, it's a good idea.
Gonna hand them out in the pubs like
mate,
this.
you could get a digital one, and you could just send it to people on your phone.
That's what I probably need to do.
Mate, a digital one on your phone, that's a great shout.
Look, see, Abbott liked the cards, man. He liked them.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'll send you a few in Sweden. You can hand them out in the pubs. We'll get to 500 and then we'll start taking off. We'll get like some chat stickers and that. We'll get Alan with a big down red arrow as a sticker.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
When you're having an Alan.
When you're having an Alan. You rat. Not having an Alan.
This is so much better in person.
Oh, it's so much better in person, yeah. But we will do more. We will do more. I was just a bit. I know you were really annoyed that I wasn't on your last one. I know you were fuming.
I was sitting there, I had the description. I was like, "You bastard!" I was like, one of the moments where I was like, I actually kind of need something to bounce off because
yeah.
I'm just feeling a bit flat.
I know. You felt. I know you're annoyed by that. I'm sorry, but I had a lot of stuff going on with work. But I will be.
I'm going to be taking these to Manchester Bailey, and I'm going to be handing them out in the pubs. I'm like, "Oi, take a card, share it around.
Get them to
scan the QR code, pass it on."
Mate, you're mad.
All right, what's he saying? Second week, Wolves are playing Leicester away, and Leicester views this as a must-win game. Yeah, I think it is a must-win game for both teams, to be fair. I feel like João Pedro is the better bet than Strand Larson, but I think West Ham and the form Brighton in the last 4 weeks makes me think Strand Larson's a better pick. I don't know why. I just think that he's a better pick. I don't know why. I don't know what rhyme or reason's telling me that. I just feel like Strand Larson. When I see that on paper, I'd go Strand Larson.
Do you know what? I reckon Jackson could go ham this game week.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it, and I just think a Palmer Jackson combination could be big.
I've had them since game week 12. How good has it been,
baby?
Do
you know what? That's my last little prediction. I reckon Palmer and Jackson. Do you know what? I might change my captain to Palmer.
Here we go. He's talked himself into it.
Because I just think that they could go ham and really show Liverpool. Liverpool could have a little tough one against Tottenham, and do you know what? Chelsea could be right up their bottle.
Yeah.
Because did they miss a game? Liverpool missed a game, didn't they?
They did. They did.
So what will happen is they'll then be equal to them on points, but they'll have a game in hand.
Yep.
I'm going to change my team. I'm going for it, guys. I'm going to change my team right now. I'm going to captain Palmer. I'm going for it.
Here's my sneaky prediction: Liverpool will bottle it. and Chelsea will win the league.
Yeah.
I don't know
think so.
why.
No, I
I
think
just
so.
don't want to see Liverpool win it. And I can't see Arsenal and City in the form they're in catching the distance. But I can see Chelsea, who are just hovering.
Yeah.
They are hovering.
Yeah.
They've got a second string team for Europe. They play the first team in the league. I don't know. I like it. There's a lot to like.
Yeah.
There's a lot to like.
Yeah.
Best way of putting it, really.
Well, I've just changed it. I've just captained Palmer. I've just captained him. I reckon they're going to do it.
Should I be playing Colwell over Hull? That is the only question I've gotten for Bruggen over Fabian.
Well, no, because you've got Palmer and Jackson, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think stick with Hull.
Like, does Hull keep the clean sheet? Or does Colwell keep the clean sheet? Like, Colwell's playing Everton. Everton don't score goals.
They don't. But Hull could get an attack in return.
Yeah. We don't want Liverpool winning. Stuff them. Put them in the bin.
Yeah.
This country will be unbearable if Liverpool winning the league and it not being during COVID.
That's true.
That was the best thing about Liverpool winning the league. They couldn't even celebrate it with their fans. It was quite funny, to be fair. All right. Amit wants to hear your reasoning behind captaining Palmer.
Well, I just think that Palmer's going to go ham. I just think that he will. Like, it's just a gut feeling. I think that Chelsea are really hungry for this title now, and I think that Liverpool will bottle it a little bit. They'll beat Tottenham, but I just don't think that. I just think that Chelsea are really going to go for it.
Yeah.
And also, it'll be, look, think about it. How
Is
amazing
this
will
a
that be
Moon-
just before Christmas?
Is this a Muniz captain hunch?
A Muniz?
Muniz?
What are you talking about?
Earlier in the season when you...
Oh, you rat.
This guy captained Muniz earlier in the season when I captained Haaland, and Haaland got 17 and Muniz got how many?
And
2.
Two. I mean, look, it could be, but I'm just gonna back it. I'm just gonna back it for Palmer. I am, because look, everyone's gonna captain Salah, aren't they? So like, if I captain Salah, I'll just be with the crowd. I'm still gonna be 100 points behind. But if I do Palmer and he returns, then I can bridge that gap. And that's the risk. That's the risk you got to take in FPL, because
that was like me with Saka that week when I got 18, but then Palmer got 14 and Salah got 13.
Well,
it was
you've got to take these risks at the end of the day. You've got to take it. I've still got Salah, so I'm not going to be that far behind. But I just think that, and even look, there could be a couple of penalties. Everton could get desperate.
Did you know that last year the assistant manager chip, if you played it on Crystal Palace, all teams would have got you 67 points if you played it at the right time last year.
Yeah. I don't know how do you have the time to know all this shit? Like, do you what is it? Like this, you were made for this. You know that. You were made for this, to be doing this thing. Look, I just think it's about enjoying the game, and with it as well, you don't get that much enjoyment out of FPL if you just follow the crowd, do you?
Yeah.
Because
1 minute left, by the way.
Because when you're watching the games, you want to be like, come on, like, you want to be cheering on other teams that aren't yours as well. Like,
just checking I saved my team.
No, I made a few changes for you, so. But yeah, so that's the final thoughts, like Jerry Springer. Final thoughts is Palmer captain for me. That's going to be my differential.
Salah will not be the best performing player in my team this week, and I'll be like, I should have captained someone else. That's my final thought.
I reckon you should have captained Jackson.
I reckon that I should have backed in Amit and backed in the Ahmad captain.
Oh.
Ahmad to get like 15 points, 2 assists, a goal, maybe a yellow card for taking his shirt off for celebrating. That's what I'm going with. That's my final thought.
Well,
Ahmad to get 15 points and just show me that was the correct move, getting rid of Matoma for the Ahmad Diallo bandwagon.
Right,
that's my final thought.
Right, so 11 o'clock, we done?
11 o'clock, yeah. We did it. 2 hours.
Good to see you.
2 hours.
Good to see you in person.
All right, we are leaving this place. We're going to get drunk. We're going to go and watch the football. Follow for